It's over. You're finished. Kaboom. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Paladin Zaldin, and today we're taking a little step away from the normal game of playing Look Outside, which there will be more of. I just wanted to try out something a little different, see how we fare against a little bit of a rogue-like pachinko style game with cute little goblins in it. I like this game a lot. I've actually played it quite a bit. I really like roguelikes. I do have a little bit of like a love-hate relationship with them where I like things to go my way. I think we all do, and when they don't, I get a little upset about it. We're going to start fresh, see what happens here. So, we'll take it back to just the basics. Now we get to pick a relic here at the start. Whenever you the dumbbell, whenever you reload, you gain 2 muscle. Muscle affects the base damage of like what your orb does when before it hits critical. But there is another stat, I can't remember the name of it right now, that affects when you specifically get a critical. But if you're gonna pick muscular, you want to lean into it, or muscircular. Muscircle? Yeah. Every 4 question mark nodes will be a chest with a chance for rare relics to appear, and chests increased by 50%. That's not a bad one to start off with if you're just wanting to run the question marks. This is whenever you reload, you deal 20 times damage. You only reload whenever you go through all your balls. So this is really good for if you don't have a lot of the balls in your inventory. We're gonna go with the muscular or muscircle. Starting off, can be really good. We'll just see how it builds. This is one of those games where you just get more relics, get more. Your balls can do different things, and based on how those two things interact together, is usually how you build your strategy towards it. So now we're getting into the main of it. So all of these golden ones right here have money in them. We're gonna try and hit those. The exclamation mark over here is your crit, and the R is for reloading, which once it reloads any pegs you've already hit. The bombs down here take 2 hits, but if you hit them, they always do 50 damage and hit all enemies. So I want to go with getting a crit, and then bounce it back, see what we can get here. Ooh, okay. 30 damage ain't bad, but we didn't hit any bombs. Over here it shows us what we've got upcoming. Now, flying enemies are kind of annoying. They usually tend to move a little faster. We're not going to get hit until an enemy makes it to us, so they're all moving towards us very slowly and get to move like 1 space per turn. And then when they get in front of us, they get to make a 1 attack per ball we shoot. Alright, so generally with these strats, I want to start at the top and hit as many on the way down. There's a lot of luck to this, so let's see if we can bounce into that crit. Unfortunately, no. Oh, we might get the bomb. Yes! Okay, well, they're all dead, so anything we hit now is just extra. Nice. So we got a little bit of money there, and a board clear. And yeah, it did still throw I think these are, through the pebble after the fact. So now we only got this guy with 2 health left, and nothing on the board coming future, so this is all about the money now. So let's try and get these 2 over here, and bounce them to get some extra money! Money! Yes! Okay, another bomb, which we don't need, but money's money. Okay, and at the end of the round comes the best part. So each one of the different classes of Peglin has a starting ability. I didn't look too deep into that one, but his is that battle rewards and chests contain an additional option to choose from. So he'll always get 4 options, but everyone else only gets 3. Spinfection is your kind of poison effect. Does 10 damage per stack of Spinfection that you put on them. So that can be good, but you need a lot of it to really make it work. The Infernor is pretty good if you're running a build that's very heavy on bombs. I like bombs, but the red bombs hurt you, and that's like a whole thing that I've literally lost because I've done too much bomb damage, and I ended up. Bombs are part of the, what is it, slime orbs family, which are pretty good, but slime orbs, I end up not liking them because they make orbs stick around too long, and a lot of times it ends up being a problem. Blind's really good if you're running a strategy in relation to there's a buff that makes it so enemies are less likely to hit you, but blind also works with that where it makes them less likely to hit. So that's pretty good. None of these are particularly great for us. So we have 50. We can actually look at the map whenever we want with the M button. And I'm looking for if it's worth saving our money for this store down here, which I honestly think it is. So we're not going to upgrade yet. We're going to try to go left. So I'm going to be honest with you, and I'll say this right now. I'll say this right in the first time I transition. If you try to go for money and don't just blatantly go to where you want to go, you're most likely somehow going to end up going the wrong way. So if you really, really in this game need to go to a direction, just don't mess around with trying to get money afterwards. But, I mean, I can preach it, but I'm still going to try. I mean, we can still make it to getting the vendor, but I should have listened to my own advice. I'm just sometimes overly confident that I'm still gonna make the shot anyway. I've made some pretty awesome shots in this game, and it makes you feel really good when you do, but 95% of the time, you're gonna make the shot that you know you're gonna make, and it's gonna be bad. We're gonna start off with a crit. Okay. Okay, we only got 4 coming in, and the blue slimes do have more health. It's really not much of a concern though. I really want to focus on getting money in this particular one. See if we can get a bomb. Yeah, so that should mostly take care of these guys. Or completely, that works too. Nice. I've gotten a lot of Spintel points. I have really not looked too deep into what that does. I'm sure it's something. I think it's more of like your monster log kind of deal. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Okay, so now that there's only this guy and only one more guy coming, I'm just gonna go for some money here. Oh, that's that love-hate I've got with this game. Okay, this is one of the starting orbs you get that's not the Peb Orb, or Peb Ball. It's Dag Orb, and it does crap regular damage. You can actually see that in the bottom there with the gray ball with the number 1 next to it, and then it shows the crit orb next to it with the number 7. That means that it does 7 damage every time it hits an orb after it crits. So we'll do this, and then you see it's doing 7 damage every time it hits one. And this should pretty much cut this guy up pretty bad. Alright. I'm gonna go for one of the bombs, but that's mostly because I really don't want to take damage this early. That can be a problem. This game has a really bad tendency of you think you're doing well, and then the counter to whatever strategy you're running comes into effect, and you lose. I'll say one of the big things in this game is making sure you have something that damages all of the enemies, because a lot of times that's what it boils down to. You'll have like 5, 6, or more enemies in front of you, and you can only hit one of them at a time, and then they just dogpile you. So definitely consider having something that either penetrates multiple enemies or just hits all enemies in general. See, I don't end up... I've seen this orb since the beginning of me starting to play this game, and I have not picked it up once. But it's interesting. It turns your unrefreshed orbs back to regular and can hit bombs as well. And then it upgrades ones that it brings back. So it's like, this would be really good. There's some strategies you can run where you lose your refresh, like you have less refreshes on the board. And I feel like that would be really good with that. This is pretty good. And I'm pretty sure that when you upgrade it, it gets better. But I'm really looking for something that does penetration. The multi-ball is really not bad, but multi-ball does really good if you're upgrading pegs a lot. So we really need to go left. I'm not messing around with it. I'm just going to shoot straight for home. Yes! I love it when I go the right way on the map. I get really mad when I don't. Like, unnecessarily mad at this game. Holy crap. I hate going the wrong way. Okay. So we got a lot of money, but we also have a lot of stuff coming our way. This is actually the same board as we had earlier, and we've got bombs down here at the bottom. So, initially, the whole thing here is we want to try and wait until there's a couple on the board to get all the bombs to go off. I mean, I don't have a super amount of control of that right now, but luckily we got that one over here. So we're gonna optimistically wait until there's 2 bats on the board to get one of the bombs to go off. So what I'm trying to do is, worst case scenario, I only get 1 bomb to go off, and I kind of have to pick these guys out one at a time. Best case scenario, I get 2 bombs to go off, and they're all just not my problem anymore. Alright, let's see. It's really risky. We're gonna try it anyway. Yes! I love it when a plan comes together. Alright, that should get rid of quite a few of them. And now it should be pretty easy pickings from here. I'm gonna try something risky. Okay, come on. Ooh, well, the closest thing is dead. Optimism. I'm really hoping here that we can not take damage, because having to heal before the boss is a big problem. Yes, okay, cool. It's another bat down. Really hoping I hit another bomb. Let's see if I can get this to pop. Alright, there we go. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna get hit. It's just gonna happen. But, okay, so when you hit a bomb, it's gonna cause the orb that hits it to bounce really far. So we're gonna try and get this to do more than just bounce straight up into the abyss. Well, we tried. Yes, okay. So all we gotta do is 10 damage, and then we only took 2 damage, which is really great. Okay, we're done. It's over. You're finished. Kaboom. Alright. So we've got Ballusion is pretty good. It provides a % chance to dodge based on how many stacks of it you have. It's really good with the round roll, that class I showed you guys earlier, but not too great with this one. So this one starts off like the ball is actually like bigger than your normal ball, and then it breaks into smaller balls, like you would imagine. This one's good for the money strat, which I've never been able to successfully get going. You have to have a lot of faith and money to get that one going. Oh, I should check the map. We're gonna save. We've been doing really well. Usually you want to start upgrading orbs like really early, but we haven't been doing bad, so we're gonna keep going left. I'm not gonna mess around. Just gonna go straight down. Alright, we got one more fight, and then we make it to the shop. Alright. Shop's pretty good. Of course, it depends on what's there. Now let's see here. Alright, we got a lot of bats coming. And you see that pocket of bombs down here? We're gonna try and get there. Which may be difficult. Sometimes the refreshes are in the right place at the right time, and sometimes they're just in awful places, and the game hates me. But, alright, we've opened up the pits. Open the pits! So, I'm gonna hope that I get all 3 of these bombs in one run. Ooh, I could try something especially spicy. Alright, let's see what happens here. Not much. Well, that was oddly disappointing. I mean, in my head, it bounced off the wall and then like went here. Oh, and by the way, if you hadn't noticed, whenever I shoot the ball, the little cursor changes to the fingers being crossed. So we're just gonna go for the net here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. At least 2 of them. That's 100 damage for everybody. Alright, so now we got 1 spider, and we did take a little damage there, but I think I can do 50 damage and do a little something fun here. Woo! Perfect. Oh. Not perfect. Oh no, there's a bat too? I totally saw that coming. Okay, try something a little different. Should have clicked on the bat. I forgot something to point out, that this, you can pick your target, and I should have picked the bat here. Oh my, okay, we're gonna pick the bat this time, and then we're gonna do this. See, now that's where this thing does big damage. And that's where luck comes into this game, way more than you'd expect. Ugh. Alright. See if we can get the bomb and just get him. Because otherwise we have to wait another turn. Yes! 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 Things are going my way! Cool. He's dead. Class half ball. 1 transparency. I have not messed with this one. Projectile attacks will pierce through enemies, dealing 10% or X times 10% of the original damage? Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. I have messed with this one. It's pretty good. But it's not as good as the Dag Orb that I already have. Explodable is really good if you're running a crit build. We're not really doing that yet, so we're not going to mess with it. I really want to... I haven't been to a shop in a while, so I don't exactly remember how beneficial they are, but I have a lot of money. Money! Money! Okay. This could be huge. 3 relics right off rip. Whenever a shield is created, gain 4 bulwark. There are orbs that do that. I'm not a big fan of that strategy. The board will contain 1 additional refresh. That's actually, it sounds good at first, but if you have a board with too many refreshes, it can be a problem. Enemies don't get their extra turns for your first reload. That's pretty good. It doesn't sound great, but if a battle's going on longer than you expected, it can save you a little bit of damage. This is awesome for if you're, I mean, it's just awesome. I'm just gonna buy this. Having 10 extra gold on the field every time is just more money, and you're just gonna get it. Like, you're not always gonna get all of it, but you're gonna get more of it. So, really good for there. Okay, so kind of silly that they put these 2 together because immune to attack damage while reloading. They don't get extra turns for your first reload. Feels kind of silly. I'm a little tired, so I'm not sure what the like considering factor is in those. I remember lightning slime being pretty good. Abrasion, 1 muscular for every 12 hit, deals 4 self damage. That doesn't sound bad. Man. I think I'm gonna go with the shield. And to remove 1 of the peb orbs. Which leaves us with a little bit of money. And now we're gonna plan our future attacks. Okay. No matter what we do, we're going to be taking on some question marks, so it's probably not really that feasible to head for a store. I think we want to go right. Oh, of course, that's going to be the harder one. All right, well, we're in for a ride. See what happens. No, no, all right. We can still scout. We can salvage this. We just are gonna have to do a diagonal line. I want to try and make it to that boss or mini boss, whatever you call them, elite. However, it's gonna be super important that I get bombs here. I did not. I haven't picked up like really anything particularly great for dealing with all this. So let's get some money. And hopefully hit quite a few of these bombs and not do that. A lot of this game is that you're going to bounce, and I'm trying to create. Alright. Ooh, I'm gonna cut myself off just to say that we could be in a good situation here. Let's try and bounce. Please don't go in the middle. Dang it! Well, it's not a terrible situation. Oh, I'm not doing well this one. This could be it. Will this be the end of our hero? Find out at news at 11. Dude, I've got to stop hitting those refreshes. I'm gonna get the tar beat out of me in this round unless I like bust it out. Okay. Okay. We got this. I'm doing the math. Please don't. Please don't. Stop. How is it doing that? I am magnetically drawn I'm gonna end up spending all of my money on... This is stinky. And just going straight for the hole, dude. They're mobbing me! They're beating me down! Come on. Work with me, game. Okay. If we get... I got this. I've got this. I'm doing the math. The equations are happening. I'm taking them all out. Maybe? Oh, you had me worried there for a minute, game. Woo! Shush! And here's where the awesome one happens, where I just get like a crazy amount of damage for no reason. And all we needed was that one bomb. We did it. We made it. We're not dead. I'm not at half health yet. Ooh, attacks pierce all enemies. Hit enemies on the ground. It's big. I like this. I'm getting this. We need more stuff like this. 3 bulwark every 11 hit. Yeah. I have muscular, or muscircle. We're just gonna say muscular. And in my opinion, and bulwark really works well with that, in my opinion. Or at least my track history has shown that. I really want to go right, and I have that weird feeling that somehow that's not gonna happen. Oh, worst case scenario, dude. This is one of the worst areas for me to... I just missed a whole area. I can't fight that boss. Navigation, dude. It makes me so mad in this game. Ugh. Heal 15% of your max health for every 100 collected. Actually, we're gonna go for that. On this particular occasion, that's not too bad. Well... my whole strat for what I was gonna do in the second half is now out the window because I literally can't fight the 2 bosses. God. Bless it, dude. Fuck. Hate when this game does this to me. I was all eager. I was literally projecting in my mind that I was gonna cut down this path. Whatever, dude. Ball, we're going live, we're just doing it. Who cares what direction we go? I found out a long time ago that if you can manage to blow up all of these bombs, you get an artifact for or a relic for free. So every once in a while I try. Plus free money. I just made the same mistake twice. I hurt myself today. Jesus. Your aimer is longer. Oh, this is bad. I mean, it seems like it's good in your first couple of times, but once you get good at this game, you don't need it. This is also okay. I'm taking the unicorn horn, just because even though I don't like it, I don't like when the refreshes move on their own. Well, now it really doesn't matter where we go, so we're just whatever. I'm so angry at this game right now. I hate the navigation of it sometimes. It makes me angry. It makes me real angry. This is one of my least favorite formats. Because it is really, really hard to do damage in this one. Alright, I want to try and get that plant out of here ASAP. So we're going to go for the Dag Orb and get that free crit right there. Woohoo! Alright, there. The plant is kind of a big one in that you want to try and kill it because they just shoot at you the whole time and they get to do it for free without moving. So if you can kill them early, it stops a lot of the damage we're going to take overall in the fight. This is why I don't like this pegboard. It's really bad for trying to consistently do damage because you're just most likely gonna fall. See, 4 damage. And I'm like living on the prayer that I hit one of these bombs and take most of these dudes out. Okay. So this is that new one we got. And if we do this right, we should get a little bit of defense, which will help us in the oncoming onslaught. And that's why we took that. Sinks that we didn't get that crit, but I will take any amount of damage. Alright, let's see if we can do some cool stuff here. Oh, sunk it. Not the greatest amount of damage. Okay. And that bulwark came in handy because it just takes flat damage for you. Alright. Let's see. That horn might actually... that horn might come in handy. I might might eat my words on that one, I should say. Here we go. Kill one of the bats. Yes! Okay. Oh, it's super heavy too. Okay, we got this. We got this. We're going in! Hit the bomb. Hit the bomb again. Yes! It's over. We got him. Nice. Nice! Yes! I forget what Bramble does. 2 Bramble on hit. There's so many status effects in this game. Bramble enemies are unable to move, but it does damage to me, which I don't like, so we're not going to do that. Infectious Sting. Plus one spin. Ugh. Once again, that's just poison, and we're not building into that, so I'm not going to start now. I am going to upgrade the Bucklord. And we're also going to upgrade our Dagorb. If you didn't notice, every time that you upgrade, it goes up by 10 gold. But that's the first time we've upgraded, and I will tell you that after you finish another round, it goes back to 25. So it doesn't really matter what direction we go here. So I'm going to try and get some money. Free money. We're almost to the first boss. Nice. We started with the Dagorb. Tight! Alright, so what we're gonna do is try and go for that crit. I feel like we can bounce. We can pull some wanted stuff and curve the bullet here. I'm wrong. Oh, we did it anyway. Okay, cool. We got one of the plants. Like I said earlier, we want to take those guys out early. Now, I know this is going to seem a little silly, but I'm going to get rid of this. Go for the crit. We're going to make some moves. We're going to try something. This map's really good for this guy. Okay, we're doing stuff. It's happening. This is gonna free real estate. I really wish we'd gotten that guy, but it's not a big deal. The plant guy in the back would have been great. Can I possibly hit that? We're gonna try it a different way. Up here. And I'm really bad at hitting the crits in that spot. Oh, that guy's gone. This is tricky. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do 110. But I might be able to do some weird stuff. Sunk it. Okay, maybe now I can just hit that. Okay. Yeah, this is a kind of a good scenario. It might also just go really bad. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's happening. We're doing it. Does 10 damage per orbit hits after crit. And he's dead. Yes! Yeah, no, I don't need to, but I definitely want to. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. I'm playing a little bit risky here. I'm really hoping this boss battle goes well. If not, I'm going to look like an absolute fool because I played really risky on this one. And we'll see how that benefits. Usually I play a little bit more close to the chest. That was a lot of money. 13? Woo! Gonna be walking into the next place with a fat wallet. Well, I mean, a little bit of money. Alright, this is honestly one of my least favorite boss encounters. I really don't feel like you get a lot of control over how this one goes. So I kind of just try and bully my way through this. We got these big guys. They're not going to matter much here against this boss because he's just one dude. I was hoping we'd get a crit there. And yeah, we didn't even get any defense from that, which is awesome. Totally great. Good things are happening. See if we can't get both of these guys. So look, and this is what stinks. These things just stop all of your momentum dead. I don't do a crazy amount of damage. Alright. He is going to make some moves on us before we make moves on him. Oh, I forgot we heal based on every 100 we got. We just benefited from that not too long ago. Nice. Okay. Okay. Things are happening. Ooh, we got a crit. That's big. And we got some defense, which is going to help us. Alright, this is also going to do us some favors. That dagger might be the reason we live. If we do. We got this, we got this, we got this. Come on. Oh, I gotta refresh. I did not want that. Don't do it. Don't hit the refresh. It's starting to look a little hairy here. And it's now officially really hairy. Okay. I was hoping it would hit the bomb. We are in a bad spot. Come on. We got this, we got this. I'm gonna cut you up from the inside. Alright. Did not go how expected, but I'll take it. We got this. Easy. Not a problem at all. Okay, okay. Things are coming together. This guy ain't nothing. What did I tell you? Easy. No way he stood a chance at all. Heck yeah. Well, that went a lot better. That went really well. It got hairy, but I don't think he really had us. Okay, actually, this is a really good one. It increases the base damage of the orbs hit. Oh, but it doesn't do any damage itself. Usually they tell you when that's the case. I don't think I do want that. I like doing damage. So we're going to upgrade the Dag Orb. And then hold on to the rest. Ooh, let's see what we got. All pegs have durable, which means they take 3 hits instead of 1. All orbs get morbid, but board contains half as many. Oh. I don't like that. Every shot has 1 multi-ball, but attacks get -2, -3. That's really good if you are running like a really particular strat, have it set up right. Summons around, scroll onto the pegboard. I'm not going to lie to you, this is what I'm going to pick. I already know, it's really good. Whenever 30 pegs are hit, it's destroyed after 100 uses. It gives you free multi-ball for every like 30 pegs you hit. It's really good. And most other things come with a negative. This one's just positives. Or, I mean, I'm sure there's some negative to it. I've never seen it. If I've lost because of it, I'm not going to own it. Alright, this map, and especially right at the beginning, is super important what direction you go, usually. Like this time, we really want to go left if we want to beef up. So, and because we didn't beef up much last time, that's going to be necessary. So real quick, we're going to go ahead and head to the left here. The nice thing about these mirrors is that they actually automatically hit the ones on the opposing side, so we're getting a lot of double time here right now. Yep. And this is going to go through all of them. And they did a lot of damage right off rip, which is kind of stinky. I don't appreciate that, guys. Luckily we blocked some of it. See, that multi-ball's already paying its dividends. Free real estate. Alright, one down. Appears we need to be careful with these guys, because we actually took quite a bit of damage for using this last time. But hopefully we get up to enough to just outright kill at least one of them. Both! I'll take it. Not running susceptible. That would have been good for earlier. Ooh, attacks and pierces all enemies. I am gonna pick that up. We're going the big balls route. Alright. Definitely go left. Not messing around, just taking the straight left. I like money, but every time I try and pick money over the direction I want to go, I end up going the other direction. Period. Oh, great. We started with stuff directly in our face. Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and can this pebble. And we're going to use the big boy. Hopefully you can hit that bomb a couple times. Oh, nope. He's just going in. He's going straight down. He cut through all these guys. Saved us a little bit of damage, too. Alright, let's hit that bomb. Oh, cool. We dropped another orb there. Maybe we'll get this other bomb? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Toast. Alright. and we're gonna go ahead and make a little home here in this little area. Should be able to get quite a bit of damage off of that. I see. Playing that game, eh? Uh-oh. I'm worried. He's totally gonna go free hit. Dang it. That guy hurts. But we're gonna hit him with the big orb. They thought they had us, and then I threw the bold orb. Alright, I think we're good on giant orbs that only hit things on the ground. So we're gonna continue forward. Well, might as well try for some money. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, we don't really want to take too much damage here. I mean, you can get some money and pretty easily do that and take a little extra damage, but we're already at 61. We've only done 2 battles. We got a long floor ahead of us. Alright. 1 additional crit, or whenever the pegs are first, they're upgraded by 1. This is so good. Especially if you're running a strat that refreshes the board a lot. We definitely don't want to mess around with going anywhere but the left. I would like to get some money, but I want to try and beat 2 bosses. This may be, honestly, my hubris here is probably what's going to kill us, because pretty much no matter what, this is going to be really taxing on if I'm able to actually even kill both of these bosses. Yes! I was going for the Spinfection. The other one on the right makes it so that you can attack enemies in the air, but since the things we have specifically hit things on the ground, it's kind of going to go against our strat. Spinfection is nice, it's just free damage. Ooh. Okay, so these guys these guys put more money on the board, so if we can kill this guy pretty quick, it'll be really to our benefit. The moving ones are always tricky. They can be really good, or you can end up in a situation where the thing just runs straight for the bottom. Kind of like that. Alright, here we go. 2 bombs, that'll give us... There we go. See, and it threw a whole bunch more money on the field. Alright, this is kind of where we're gonna should do a little bit more damage. Oh, this guy's gonna rough us up too. That Dag Orb is the only orb I have got that does like a good amount of damage. I gotta really start working on that. Well, that is gonna be where the bosses get me. Okay, we gotta... Getting those goggles is gonna help us a lot here now that we got all these upgraded orbs. Should make us do a little more damage. Nice, nice. Okay, that was huge. 200 more. Let's see if we might be able to hit that refresh. Nope, probably not gonna happen. Alright, Dag Orb. I really need you to do some work for me here, buddy. Oh, poo. Okay, cool. Woo! I was worried. I don't think it did as much as I would have liked. But that's still a good amount. Ooh. Things are not looking good. Pooh! get him. We got this. We got this. It's happening. There we go. Another 200. Should be 300 then. Oh man, that's a lot of damage. We gotta take this guy out fast. Gonna try and go for this refresh. Yes. He is going to kill us in 2 turns. I don't think I'm gonna get this guy. Dang, dude. Told you my hubris was gonna cost me. Boo. I am dead. And sometimes that be the way of it. Well, dang. We beat the first boss on our first try. It has been a minute since I got back into this, but I honestly don't love the intro characters. Some of the other characters get way better abilities and way better builds in my opinion. This isn't the last time I'm gonna play this. I like having playing this game quite a bit. I like roguelikes quite a bit, so probably do a couple more videos on this guy and, you know, stretch out the other classes, show you some of my more favorite strategies. Honestly, kind of just wanted to, you know, get on here, mess around with a little bit of Peglin and dust off my old pachinko roguelike skills. But appreciate you guys for joining me. It's been a lot of fun playing this. Honestly made some pretty big mistakes. Usually I'm a little bit better about my map navigation on that. I'm happy but not ecstatic about how that went. But we'll figure it out. I'll show you a little more of this next time. Hopefully there's this one orb that shows up. It's called the Sectorb, I believe, but there's like 4 or 5 parts of it. I have been trying to put that thing together since I started playing this game, and I'm hoping in one of these playthroughs I can show you a little bit of that, because that orb is busted, especially if you get all the, I mean, I've gotten like 3 of the 4 parts, and it can do some crazy things. But had a lot of fun. Hope you guys did too. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you all have a good time. I'll catch you all next time.